Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I'm here for the InLoveart Easter cards. I told you I would do something about that. So I pulled out all my stuff. I pulled out some seam binding ribbon white. I figured that would look good with this. I also have the papers. I pulled out my little sidekick so I could do the die cuts with this. And I pulled out these card base because I just thought it was going to be a perfect card base for this, and then I don't have to do to put an extra layer of cardboard. But this being said, I just realized I should have pulled out at least my bin of scraps so that I can use those. And by the way, when I say I've got a lot of scraps and I want to use them and everything, it's not because I want to get rid of them. It's just because I'm anxious to be able to use other papers, but at the same time, you know, like I don't want to have to purchase new papers because I just toss away my scraps, you know, or give them away. I do include some in gifts or in you know, packages of stuff I sell, but yeah, I use the things I have to the max, and I think that's really important because I hate wasting. So yeah, I've got the timer. I've got a feeling that we won't be doing as many cards just because I need to color these images. So obviously if I color them, I'm not going to be making as many cards, but you know what, I think it's still going to be fun. So that's my that's what I'm going with. Is this that one? I think so. Okay, so let's start off the timer. Alright, I've got this. It's like I swallow my saliva wrong. So I have some papers from I did a project with Nina paper, and that's one of my favorites to use when I'm using anything to do with Copics and stuff. But I don't think I'm going to be using Copics this time around though. I don't feel like I want to use Copics, so I probably will not. And we'll use the little bunnies first, because why not? They're not as many, like it's not as big of an image, and I'm thinking that maybe I'll be able to do more. Is that going to be a good size, or do I need to cut it out? Oh no, it goes right through. Okay, but I have to be careful because it has to be kind of centered, otherwise it's not going to run through properly, I guess. So here it is. Oh, they're so cute. So in the description box below, you'll find the link to all the products that I'm going to be using. And I hope you go and check it out. And there's going to be a discount code as well. Okay, this little bunny is just too adorable. Too adorable. So we're going to be using both of these. I'm going to start with these. I don't want to stamp, over stamp, like do too many in case I'm not going to do them. And I have a birthday card that's needed, so I'm wondering if I could use one of those for birthdays. There's this beautiful bouquet of flowers. But I don't have enough space, I think. It's going to be cramped. Now I'll keep it to that, and we shall take it from there if I have more time, because I might not. So put that in there, put this on here, and then I need to figure out, this is the one for this little bunny guys, these little guys, I think. I'm just gonna put some washi tape to make sure that it doesn't move, because I don't have on this I don't have a magnetic sheet. I should put, like somebody mentioned to me at one point, using just the magnetic strips like you find at dollar store and stuff, but I haven't tried it out yet. So is that the one? It's always trying to figure it out. I would think that looks like it. And then I need to put both this and the images in the same bin so that I don't lose them, or I don't search for them when I want to reuse the images. I really don't like this washi tape, but I think it's going to do the job for this. It doesn't stick, so which is kind of a good thing for what I wanted to do this time around. I love my little sidekick because it's such a small machine. Now I just realized that my little guys were not far enough in to have a plate underneath. Okay, so we've got our little image, and this one as well. Oops. And then we've got the little Happy Easter that I can just cut out. They're just so cute. Okay, put this away. Do that. Okay, so now we're just gonna color these little guys. They're so tiny. You guys can't even see them. There they are. So I'm thinking I'm gonna use my coloring pencils. I have a bunch. Got 2 bins of them. So first of all, I'm gonna do the daffodil in yellow. That's an easy one. I usually use Copics, but for the purpose of this video, I didn't feel like pulling them out. And I don't use my coloring pencils enough, so. Plus, I want you guys to know, like, you don't have to have fancy tools. Like, coloring pencils are pretty inexpensive. You can find obviously some that are very expensive, but you don't have to go for those. That was my point. Like, you can go with cheaper ones and they still do the job. Okay, and then for my little bunnies, do I have a gray in here? Is that gray? Yeah, that's a gray. This one is a nice gray. I could do a tan as well for these little guys. And one of the reasons I do a gray bunny is I used to have a bunny that was a lion head bunny. No, is that, oh, I forget what they were called, but he was gray. And so that's why it reminds me of him. No, that's too yellow. That could be a good, nice color. Okay, so I think I'm going to use these two for the bunnies. You can put that away. These are finished. Now we're just going to go in a little circular motion so that I don't have these streaks and stuff. I want him to look like he's fuzzy and soft. And actually I could have put a little bit of his nose. I'm going to put it like kind of a little pinkish. So yeah, my bunny was called Frosty, and he was this this gray little bunny. Got him as a baby. He was super cute. And then my mother-in-law, my stepmom I should say, lost some of her bunnies, and one of her bunny, and then the female wasn't eating anymore, so I gave her Frosty so that her female bunny would have a little companion again, because she was used to having one. And she used to boss him around. It was funny. But he seemed to have a very happy life with my stepmom. She spoils her animals like crazy. I mean, they had better food, better vegetables than I have for my own kids. So you can imagine. Okay, and then I'm going to do these little guys. Hope I'm in frame. I'm in frame, but they're so tiny. They're so tiny, but at the same time it's perfect when you want to do small projects. Like if you wanted to do some tags, you could use these little guys. You know, like if you create a Easter basket, filled it with chocolate, and then you put a little cute little gift tag on it, that would be adorable. Okay, so we've got all of these colored. Then I'm just gonna pull out my stuff to cut out. I'm gonna cut out the little Happy Easter. And I think I'm just going to use my scissors for that little mark. Yeah, that's enough. Okay, So put these little pieces, get those out of the way, and now we can do the first card. The fun time of choosing the paper within that beautiful stack of paper. I mean, they're all so gorgeous, so beautiful. Now for this one, I could use one of the little frames. That could be fun. How cute would that be? Now, of course, now you can't see anymore. Okay, so I'm thinking like this here. And I could cut around this so that there's only the Happy Easter that would be showing. That might be a good thing. And then, so we're going to be using this. I do have some scraps that I think would be the right color for this. Like, for example, this. Or I have that. So I have this. And this was a big one. Let's see if I have another. Half pink, half darker. I have this as well. I had bigger ones of this, but I think I might have used all of them the last time I did a big project. Oh, I have this here, this big sheet, which would be awesome because I've had that in my stash for quite a long time, so that would be cool if I could use that. So let's put these aside and just figure out what we're going to use as the base. So I would like to put multi-layers, because otherwise, like, if you look at the size, this is just going to get lost. This one not as much, but still, you know, it's going to need to be layered, you know, like it could be something like that, and then on top of other stuff. Same thing with this little guy. That might be a good choice. So I'm gonna need to have multi-layers, I believe. I was also thinking of that, so I have to kind of keep that in mind if I do that. That's a pretty one. That would be very pretty. And then I could do that. And so if I was to use this one, what else could I use with it? Because then I would like to have another one to go on top of that. These I'm going to use in separate projects. Would be in the same color scheme. Well, they're all in the same color scheme, but some are more than others. Unless I put the stripe first. Like if I was to put the stripes first, then put this, and then put a bit of that. Yeah, I think I prefer the stripes underneath if I'm gonna go with something like that. So maybe the stripes in that. This is really gorgeous as well. It would be really pretty. But I think I'm gonna go with the other one. Use for now. Put this aside. And so be cool if I could use one of these for both cards. So just want to make sure that it's a true 6x6, because sometimes they're not quite, but this one is. So I guess I could cut it at the 3 mark, and this way I have 2 pieces that are going to be equal, whoops, to be used on these. If I do that, then it's very small. I should have done the opposite. I should have used it after. Okay, I'm not happy with this. So let's use the other one. It happens sometimes. You mess up. It's not like it won't be used, but yeah, I need it to be bigger. Need to make sure as well that the card opens up the right way. Okay, so I'm gonna be putting it that way, and here we go. Okay, and then I can put this on top. So like so, and then okay, now I have to be careful. If I want to use this, got a feeling I'm not going to use the frame because it's going to be too wide, and I do want more layering, so I think I'm going to keep it with just the paper. And I'll use it at another time. Okay, so I could turn it this way since my bunnies are this way, and I could put just like this, let's say this, and a little happy Easter underneath, and then put a bling maybe on both sides and call that done. So let's try that out. And this is not quite even. Okay, and I'm gonna cut it down like this. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then we can assemble this and add a little bling and call that card done. I loved all the layers. And I'm not hiding the gorgeous paper because that paper is really beautiful. And let's see for the bling. I could go tone on tone, or I could go two, oh, I think I'm going to do that. 2 of these on each side. Whoops. Here we go. Check it out. Oh, I think it's adorable. My first Easter card done. Woohoo! Okay, so then for the next one, I've got this little guy. Now I'd like to use as much as the paper, the beautiful paper now. So I think I'm going to do the opposite, even though it's not necessarily the way I would have done it. I think I would like to use it up, and my card is crooked, and by crooked I mean a lot crooked, not just a tiny bit crooked. So that's better. Okay, so then I'm gonna do this. Maybe I could put this underneath to put even more layers and use up more of this paper, because I really would prefer not to put another big, you know, it's still a big piece, and now it's quite a lot smaller, which is really cool. And I think this might be a better, is that the same size? I think that one is a little bit skinnier, so it might be better for the purpose of this. So here, and I'm thinking that maybe since he's so small and he's all like alone by his lonesome, that maybe I could put a bow. So then I would do like a cross, the ribbon across, and then I would do the bow, and I'm going to use my Bow Easy. I really like double bows, so that's why I went for that. Double loops, and I need to cut this a bit, but I need really sharp scissors, because the other one frayed the ribbon instead of cutting it. Okay, so then I could put, let's say, this. That there. Okay, so I'm going to start assembling this. just because I've got too much paper lying there on my desk and it's driving me bonkers. And it shifts around and I'm not sure anymore what I want. So put that there. And then I need to make sure that I don't screw this up. Because it's happened many times that I forget that I want to put the ribbon. And then I glue that down and then I can't put the ribbon behind. So that's not very useful. Now, do I put this like that? Or do I put another layer? Like so. I could put him on another layer, but doesn't mean that I need to put... I think I'm still going to put the ribbon underneath this one. Okay, so I'm gonna put a little bit of glue, tuck the ribbon over, and then just glue back on top. And then I can put, oops, I can do this. And my little bow is going to go like that, or it could go straight in the middle actually. Could be pretty right in the middle. Now the question is, what do I do with my little bunny? Do I put him on a little thing like that? Or on a little piece like this? I think I like him on this little piece. And he's just the right size to go that way. So, and I'm not going to make it big. I just want to showcase him. So these little bits were perfect for that. So here we go. And then we're going to put the bow right in the middle with the sequin tape. I'm just going to put the sequin tape right there. And stick my bow right on top. And voila. It's crooked. So even. Yeah, I think it's going to be it's as even as it's going to be. So this is the last card. So we made 2 cards. I knew I wasn't going to make many because just the die cutting and everything, that takes much longer than if I'm just recycling and cutting papers. But I think they're totally adorable. I hope that you've enjoyed this and you go and check out the products in the description box below. And don't forget to use the discount code if you do go and shop. And love you guys. Stay safe and see you soon. Bye.